Today we are going to paint a beautiful lavender field landscape using sponge technique in watercolor. It is easy to follow even if you are just starting out with watercolor, and it's such a joyful process. I have masked the slope of the hill using masking tape, and I want you to do the same to follow along with me. I start with ultramarine to paint the slope. Then I add a darker value of ultramarine at the bottom as you see in the video. After applying the darker value, I tilt the board sideways, letting the paint to create a soft transition from dark to light. At this point, if there is any excess pigment gets collected near the tape, I wipe it away using a waistcloth. While the paint is still wet, I take a sponge, dip it in water and squeeze out the excess water, and on on the other side I spray a little water onto the pigments, that is lemon yellow and violet, to activate them. Then using the sponge I pick up the lemon yellow first directly from the palette and dab it onto the wet area. The paper shouldn't be too wet. If it is, I want you to tilt your board and wipe away any excess pigment that is collected near the tape. If the sponge is fully dry, it will pick all the pigment that is applied on your paper. So we first dip it in water and squeezed it before this dabbing process. You can already see the green of the field starting to form. Next, I switch to violet, repeating the same dabbing process with a sponge, and I'm layering the color to build up that lavender look. As we are dabbing on the wet paper, the texture looks soft rather than too crisp. Once I'm happy with the color and texture, I let it to dry completely. Once the paper is completely dry, I peel away the masking tape that we stuck down for this slope. Next, we move to the slope in the foreground. I wet the foreground slope, and next, using ultramarine, I paint that slope. Before we go further, I want to share something important with you. I have figured out some important tips that will save you a lot of trial and error in sponge technique, and it will make a big difference in how this painting turns out. So I don't want you to miss them, and I'll be sharing them in just few minutes. Using darker value of ultramarine, I paint the shadow areas for this slope. Next, I tilt my sketchbook to create that soft transition for the ultramarine pigment. Then I let this to dry completely. For this slope, we dried the paper because I want a crisp texture for the foreground. So here I pick up lemon yellow directly from the palette using my sponge and dab it on the dry paper. When you dab lemon yellow over ultramarine, you get a beautiful vibrant green. I leave some spaces open so I can add violet later. I want to share with you a helpful tip with the sponge technique. That is, I cut my sponge into a small piece and use one side to pick up lemon yellow and the opposite side to pick up the violet. That way, the two colors never mix on the same side of the sponge. Another important point I want to share here is I don't want you to dab that violet pigment onto the yellow space or it will create brown shade which we don't want for this painting. Once I have left enough open spaces, I go back in and add violet to those leftover areas. I also wanted to add a dark green in some places, so I mix lemon yellow with ultramarine on my palette and use that mix to add darker values. Next, I move on to the background to paint the sky. For that, first I wet that background area. Then I use a mix of indigo with a little bit of ultramarine. I paint the sky. I start with darker value at the top. Then as I move down, the pigment on my brush naturally gets reduced, creating a smooth gradient wash. When the paper is in almost like drying stage, I add the distant slope using a mix of lemon yellow with a small amount of ultramarine. The paper for the background is almost dry. I use a mix of indigo with a touch of lemon yellow to paint the distant cypress trees. After painting the distant trees, I remove the masking tape and after after that I felt the painting needed a few final touches, so I added some birds using a liner brush. I used indigo pigment to just draw a line and then quickly flick my brush to suggest their wings. And that's it. We have created a beautiful landscape. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. See you in my next video. Until then, take care and bye bye from Prema.